I did try to record a couple of days ago, and there was a bug with the game. The audio was loading, but it was just a black screen. So I sent a bug report, and there was an update today, and it has been fixed. So thank you, devs, for doing that so quickly. Let's get back into it. Oops. Sorry about that. Just getting my controller working. Okay. Let's see. So where were we? We have just come to Gary's workplace at the Call newspaper after the shootout with the mysterious lady. And Sunday kind of saved us, really. And what did we do? We searched through her handbag, and we have managed to identify who we think is the next likely victim of kidnapping. So, let's see what Sunday says. It's been a lot of fun, but I'm going to let you and Gary play detective. I'm sorry, Sunday. I think we'll have to postpone that breakfast. I figured, but here, I'll give you my number. If you get the urge for that breakfast, or any other kind of snack. See you later, Rock. Take care not to get your pretty face too banged up. So, Lucky Rock, he finally has her phone number, and he doesn't have to contact Douglas to get to Sunday. Not too sad to see Miss Love leaving. Spare me your misguided insinuations and tell me what we're doing now instead. We've got a name. We just have to find Mary Jackson's address. Let's find a phone book. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. I love that they're saying it's old-fashioned and this is in the 50s. I don't even know where I'd find a phone book nowadays. I love how straight Rock walks. Oh, it doesn't let me go back now. Oh no. It does, silly me. Look at that walk, so smooth. Let's look around, shall we? Right, that's done. Now let's see the next file. Okay, that's it. Let's look at the board. So we looked at this earlier, didn't we? We found that the lady, Mrs. Merriweather, wasn't missing after all. She was drinking cocktails in Malibu. Okay, it must be here. Here's the phone book. We're just a few pages away from finding you, Mary Jackson. Let's go back with our very steady walk. Oh, sorry, to Gary. Have you got a phone book? We sure do. Oh, we've got Sunday Love's phone number. Here it is. There are a lot of M. Jacksons. How do we know which one's the right one? We're going to use logic, Rock. Find the right Mary Jackson. Use the telephone to select the label of the M. Jackson you wish to call. The information will update on the label. Put the labels in their respective neighbourhoods according to the clues picked up during the calls. To help you, you can cross off or circle the neighbourhoods at any time by selecting them and pressing A. When you think you've found the neighbourhood where Mary Jackson lives, check that it is the only one. is circled on your map and confirm your choice. Okay, I'm not entirely sure I'll remember all of that, but we'll figure it out. So our Mary Jackson, the one that we want to find, is a woman, is young, and has a job where appearance counts. Okay. 213-555-5630. Let's give her a call. Do you want to call them or should I? Let's rock call. I hope this call is going to help us. Beep, beep, beep. Hello and welcome. It is a woman's voice, quite young. I can hear typewriters and telephones ringing. Sounds like they're working hard. This is the Mr. Jackson's law office. What can I do for you? Jackson's office, as in Mary Jackson? She wouldn't be the lawyer's daughter by any chance. Excuse me? Is this a joke? For one, no, that's not my boss's daughter's name. For two, if that was the case, do you imagine I tell the first stranger who rings and doesn't even give their name? Oh, my name's Rock, but not interested, goodbye. Clunk. Excuse me while I have a sip of my drink. That might not have been the best line of attack. No, maybe not, Rock. Okay, apologies for disruption to sound there. Okay, 213-555-9641. Who's taking charge of this call? I feel like we should let Gary. After that debacle, let's see what Gary says. La 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 la. There we go. Voice warmed up. Beep beep beep. Yes. What's this about? It's a woman's voice, fairly young. I think I hear ducks. Good morning, Miss Jackson. I work for Lollipop magazine and we're looking for a girl for our next cover. One of my contacts gave me your details. Would you be interested? A job where I just sit and get photographed. Honestly, I'm made for it. But I warn you, I'm expensive. And you'll have to make sure it doesn't get in the way of one of my other modelling contracts. Of course, at Lollipop we're professional before all else. If you say so, but it's the weekend soon and I refuse to work after Friday lunchtime. So call me back Monday, okay? Bye. Kiss, kiss. I wonder if she really manages to get any contracts with that attitude. Okay, let's try the next one. 213-555-8757. Ready to call, or would you prefer me to take the reins? Let's give it a go this time, shall we? Don't treat me like a rookie. I can do it just as well as you. Beep, beep, beep. Who's calling? It's a woman's voice, fairly young. There's cars, lots of people. That's a busy neighbourhood. Good morning, miss. I'm a salesman with Eddie Goodnight. Eddie Goodnight? What's that? It's a new brand of mattress. And I'd guess that a young woman like yourself doesn't neglect her beauty sleep. It's true that a bit of beauty is important for my career. But I have to go now. I need to get ready for an audition. Can you call back later? Of course. Good luck with your audition. Hey, shush, you'll jinx me. Clunk. Well, that was quite noisy, wasn't it? This is a law office. I'm not sure how I'm gonna... Oh, okay. Okay. Santa Monica. Santa Monica's famous pier makes it one of the most agreeable and iconic places in Los Angeles. Westwood, a young and lively district thanks to the UCLA and its vibrant students. Hollywood, the place to be for all wannabe glitterati. Silver Lake, Ivanhoe's great reservoir gave this district its name, mostly residential, close to Hollywood. Downtown LA, business never sleeps in downtown LA. Pasadena, here you can find the renowned University Caltech, as well as a charming train station. Well, what do we think? Do we think that the woman with the ducks could be near the lake? Maybe. Let's try someone else. 213-555-9632. Let's let Gary do it. Be my guest, Gary. I hope someone's gonna pick up. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, hello. It's a man's voice. I think I can hear ducks. Hello, could I speak to Mary, please? Mary? Who's Mary? Mary Jackson. She doesn't live there? Doesn't she live there? Well, I've had a good look around, but there's no Mary here. There are books, if you're interested. That happens a lot in a bookstore. I doubt if they're very chatty, though. I see. Sorry to disturb you, then. No harm done. I don't have any Marys, but if you're looking for books, you can always stop by the Marcus Jackson bookstore. You'll find what you're after there. Okay, so that's our first one. That's not where it wasn't actually a woman. Oh, no. Okay, 213-555-5655. Ready for some play acting? I'll do it. Beep, beep, beep. Hello, Mary. It's Eddie. I hope you remember me. Oh, I think you've got a wrong number. Me, I'm Morris. A young voice, but male. There's cars, lots of people. That's a busy neighbourhood. And there's no Mary there? None. Sorry to disappoint you. Okay, so that was Morris Jackson, perhaps. Next one, 213-555-2564. Are you ready, or would you prefer me to do it? All yours, Gary. Your turn. Watch the master at work rock. Beep, beep, beep. Mitchell? Is that you, honey? It's a mature woman's voice. I think I can hear seagulls in the background. Sorry, ma'am. This isn't Bernie. But maybe you could help me? Did she say Bernie? I don't think she did. Would you be related to Mary Jackson, by any chance? Oh, I've got daughters and granddaughters, but none of them is called Mary. They're called Genevieve, Gloria, and Grace. Only names starting with G. It's a funny story, actually. My late husband, Grayson, and I decided to give our daughters names that began with the same letter as his, and to give our sons names that started with the same letter as mine. Funny, huh? It is indeed. How original. Anyway, ma'am, you see, my name's Margaret, and our sons are Mitchell and Matthew. Oh, we would have liked a third son, you know, but you can't ask for everything. Especially when the Lord has blessed us with our lovely grandchildren. In fact, talking of our grandchildren, 40 minutes later. So, yes, I'm a property owner, and yes, I've got a good income. But people don't realise the burden that rests on the shoulders of landlords. You see, in 1948, one of my tenants called me up about some water damage. Can you imagine the number of workmen my son had to contact to find one who was reliable to do the repairs? That's terrible, ma'am. Absolutely terrible. And the late rent payments. It's not so hard telling the difference between the first and the second, or the... Oh, my lord. Sorry, Sugar. Bridget Foster's back in front of my window. I have to go and see what she's up to. Thanks for calling. It's been lovely. Wow, what a trial. I don't know why it's so hard to hang up. At one point I thought we'd never get away. I suggest we don't call her ever again. Well, that's the first we've heard of seagulls, so I realised we've missed here Venice Beach. Look, like the city it took its name from, the artsy district of Venice has its own network of navigable canals. I did not know that. So it's possible that old Margaret is in Santa Monica if she's got seagulls in the background near the sea. That or Venice. Okay, we have one more call to make. 213-555-7888. Will you call or shall I do it? Let's have a rock call. What shall I say this time? Beep, beep, beep. Hello, good morning. Mary speaking. It's a woman's voice, fairly young. Sounds like there's a train going past, not far from her home. Miss Mary Jackson, a pleasure. Have you already taken precautions regarding your future funeral? One never knows when the angels will decide to knock on our door. Excuse me? I represent the funeral parlour, Eddie & Sons, and I'm calling you to present our services to you and... Oh, I see, I'm sorry, but I don't really have the time right now. Undertakers, huh? Oh, look, I was improvising. Okay. So Pasadena has the train station. So I think that Mary Jackson must be near there. She had ducks and I put her by Silver Lake. But there was another person with ducks, wasn't there? The bookseller. Venice has canals. Westwood is young and lively. Hollywood, well, needs no introduction. Downtown LA, business never sleeps. It's tricky, I don't really know where to put stuff. Well, this woman was an actress, so maybe she would be in Hollywood. Business never sleeps, that's a lively neighbourhood. And then there was ducks. I mean, I suppose, would there be ducks near the sea? She also seemed to have an audition, or talked about an audition. Hang on, a young and lively district. That's close to Hollywood. Well, the lively neighbourhood. Business never sleeps. Where would a law firm be? Business never sleeps, perhaps the law firm. So that will be the lively neighbourhood, law firm. And I'm going to put the ducks and the bookseller in Venice. Artsy district. Okay, that seems to make a bit more sense. She's young and has a job where appearance counts. I guess it's got to be this one. What do I do then? Oh. Oops, sorry. So I think it's her. What were we meant to do? Should we get back to it? Oh no. Let me just see what. So, not right now, okay. So, the young woman and the ducks I put there. Pasadena in the train. Does that stay? Seagulls. Bookseller I put here. Law firm, downtown LA. Lively neighbourhood here. So what do we do? I've forgotten. No. Who do we call? Well, I think she's our most likely person. It's a woman's short voice, fairly young, there's cars, lots of people, that's a busy neighbourhood. Hello, I'm with the National Lottery Prizes Office. Are you Mary Jackson? No, sorry, I'm Mel. Hang on. Did you say the lottery? I was kidding. I'm Mary, or Meredith. Madeline? What was the name you said again? Sorry, miss. Clearly you're not the person I'm looking for. Oh, crap. I really do talk too much. Okay, so not her. So this person had an audition also. Who else could it be? We've only got 2 other people. The law firm seems unlikely. Let's try her again. Yes, hello. It's a woman's voice, fairly young. Is that ducks I can hear, or am I going crazy? Good morning. Can I speak to Mary Jackson, please? Are you the police? If it's about the fire in that East Village warehouse, that wasn't me. I was at my grandmother's. Or my grandfather's. Whatever I said in the report, the same. No, it's not the police. It's, the city water board. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. She hung up on me. Okay, that's not given us any more information, has it really? So she is a Mary. Let's try her again. Beep, beep, beep. Hello, good morning, Mary speaking. It's a woman's voice, fairly young. Sounds like there's a train passing not far from her home. Good morning, sorry to disturb you. I'm looking for Cora, and I was told you know her. Cora? Do you mean my primary school student? Why are you looking for her? Has something happened to her? Mr. Fisher, is that you? I don't recognise your voice. Oh, no, I'm not looking for her. I'm looking for another Cora. Sorry about the misunderstanding. Wait, are you sure that... Phew, I wasn't sure how to get out of that one. Okay, so not her. Well, I think it may be the law office we need to speak to. Hello and welcome. It's a woman's voice, quite young. It's noisy, I can hear typewriters and telephones ringing. This is the Mr. Jackson's law office. I don't think there's meant to be a "the" there. What can I do for you? Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for a young woman named Mary Jackson. Is this a joke? Looking for people isn't among our functions. But if you wish to sue her for emotional distress due to her absence, we can help you. I think I'm good. In that case, contact the missing persons office instead. They'll have more time for you. DeFato's office? More time? Oh, if she only knew. Well, it's definitely not him, and it's definitely not her. I've kind of forgotten what I'm meant to be doing. Suggest this arrangement. She's a teacher, but she is called Mary. Okay, so we can cross these off, I think. Now I remember what we're doing, and that one wrong. this one, that's Mel. Well, she is called Mary, but she's a teacher. And this woman mentioned an audition, so I should suggest this. Great, we've got the address. We should go right now. Let's go. So that's where you're hiding, Mary Jackson. A young actress with audition after audition, exactly the kind of profile we've seen. We should go right now. Let's go. But we'll have to take your car. We got to the bottom of it. I think we're well hidden here. Especially after getting the wrong door. It's wiser to wait at a distance. Speaking of which, I'd prefer not to make the same mistakes again. Don't you think we could use some backup? You're not wrong. It's true we got pretty beaten up last night. Not that I'm afraid of losing, but... Yeah, well, I'm afraid. Not everyone's got your physique, Rock. Don't sweat it, my dear Gary. I'm going to call for backup. Call for backup. Who should I call? Well, Sunday was good with a gun, wasn't she? I mean, I don't know that we know Andy well enough to call him for backup. I don't know. But then Sunday did seem a little bit, Maybe let's call Andy. We haven't seen him in a while. Andy Sigmund here. Andy? It's Rock Bailey. I need you. And your taxi. Hey, kiddo. Sounds like you're on the trail of the folks who shook you up. I'm working on it. By the way, we wouldn't say no to an extra pair of arms. Big arms, if you know what I mean. How about my nephew? He's a good boy, not too talkative, and as strong as a horse. He served in the Navy. Perfect. Do you know Maplewood Avenue? Stop outside 2:30. I'll step on it. He really did step on it. I think Andy might need longer trousers. When you say you'll step on it, you really step on it. I'm used to the LA traffic. And Rock. This is my nephew, Mike Bokansky. I'll answer for him as I would for myself. Well, look at that doggy he's got with him. A doggy in shades. Hello. Gee, that's a fine animal. Nunu. Nunu, my best buddy. Coincidentally, my cat has just jumped on the bed. What's your plan, kid? You just have to follow us when I drive off. Not too close, but close enough not to lose us. Nothing too tricky. It's a deal. It'll be a piece of cake. Even if you lose us, Nunu will find us in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Sure. Woof. Don't worry, kid. We'll follow you like we planned. What's this place? I'm not sure standing bang in front of the door is the best hiding spot I've ever thought of. No. Perhaps not. Back in the car then. Everybody's in place. Let Operation Chameleon begin. Gary, look! For Pete's sake, he's napping. Gary! Huh? What's happening? Are we at sea? Will you give your brain a wake-up call? You've missed the interesting bit. Cora just arrived. Oh. I told you, Rock, we're investigation geniuses. Between you and me, for a girl who's getting kidnapped, she seems pretty okay with it. I wonder what Cora could have told her. Want my theory? She invited her to one of the latest little Roman orgies. Where'd you get that idea? If we're to judge by what you told me about Vernon Sullivan, she was pretty willing too. That's true. I just had to let myself go. I might have missed something, all things considered. Haha, it was all up to you. How about we invite them to dinner? Aha, you want to seduce them instead of following them discreetly? Yes. Excuse me? Is this really Rock? I'm staying a virgin until I'm 20, Bailey speaking. I think it would be a good idea to join them and buy them dinner in some joint. They'll certainly be happy to spend the evening with two handsome guys like us. I want it to be good, but I've discovered a depraved mind in myself. Put your head in the glove box and slam it to pull yourself together. I'm serious. It's a chance to learn something. And where's the risk? At worst, it will confuse Cora. We'll have the psychological advantage. And what about Sunday? Too bad for Sunday. Well, Rock, I'd better start keeping an eye on you. He's changed his tune a bit quickly, hasn't he? Give me one moment. Right, sorry about that. Let's head over, shall we? Tried to win over Cora, tried to win over Mary. Well, I think maybe we should start with Mary since we're not on good terms with Cora. Miss, wait. Yes? You. Cora's recognised me, but it looks like we're going to play it like we don't know each other. Good. Miss, do you believe in love at first sight, or do I need to walk past you again? Good heavens, I've heard a few, but that one's delightful in its way. You're as sweet as a puppy that can't stand upright. Here, have a candy for your effort. A candy? Guess that's better than nothing. This meeting has been delightful, but we have to go. I've got a proposition for you. My friend Gary's in the car. He's the one who noticed you first. He's kind of shy, but a handsome boy. What would you say to a little dinner for four to get to know each other? I'd be delighted. Cora, a dinner in such handsome company can't be refused. Fine, if Mary insists. I know a good restaurant, a little before San Pinto. Ladies, you won't regret this. Let's go. Here we are. Well, that was predictable since she chose the place. Oh, aren't we going to eat first? Yes, you're having the knuckle sandwich and we'll watch. Oh, dinner and a show. Fabulous. No, Rock, it was a trap. We didn't see it coming. No one could have guessed it in our place, Gary. Get your umbrella ready, because here we go again. It's fighting time. They're all just called Cora's Gorilla. Oh, and she really is sitting down like it's a show. Okay, great. Let's go for a kick, shall we? managed all but one block. Chorus throwing vases at us, okay. Let's kick again. Right, he's out of here. Oh, okay, I think Gary should heal. He's only got half his life. He straightens his bow tie, that's cute. Oh, now we can do an umbrella hit. Awesome. Oh, we got all our blocks. That's good. Okay. Might go for the double punch. Oh. Went too early, but never mind, he's gone. Umbrella hit. Won't be as easy as that. How many vases does she have access to? Okay, let's get a double punch and shall we rock? See if we can do it properly this time. Nice. Okay, we'll try an umbrella hit and get rid of this guy. Excellent, we managed the block. Let's try the double punch. Oh dear, whoops. Cora again with the vases. Alright, we both might need to heal. Oh, I love that hair bounce. And he's out of there.
I think that was the last one, Gary shouted to me. Yes, hold on, Gary. We're gonna be okay, I say. When suddenly... Gary!
Mary's in on it. Where am I? That motion. We're driving. But to where? Oh, there's something in my head that really stings. Oh, shit. My hands are tied. Right, all this isn't looking good. And I'm at a bit of a loss. What? I recognise those two saps in the front. She got to say for herself. Let's check on Gary first. Gary's in a complete daze. I can write off any help from him. Why do I get the feeling Cora exaggerated about the kind of weekend she promised me? She's starting to have doubts. If I scare her, maybe she'll be inclined to become my ally. Don't be afraid, Miss Jackson. We're in a pickle, but I'll protect you, even if my tied hands will make that difficult. Afraid? Honestly, I'm having fun. Do you always look like that when you're having fun? A casting director told me that my pout is my best feature. I look almost Parisian with it. After a compliment like that, there's no way I'm changing my expression. This pout is solid gold. It's going to pay my rent. Okay. Say, you wouldn't want to untie... No. Okay, that didn't work. This guy awake? I didn't want to miss this romantic trip to the place where we first met. You've got a nerve, you know. Berenice sulked for 2 hours after you left. I'm not paid to console the dames, me. Your area is more in the kidnapping and all kinds of theft line, isn't it? No, on my contract my title is laboratory assistant. Well, today we're doing the driving too. but there was no choice. There's not enough people left at the clinic with the relocation. The relocation? Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that actually. So there, I'm not talking. This guy with the extremely thin moustache. So, how are you doing? Come back to visit your pals? Wasn't it enough for you the first time? You want to have a good laugh at my expense? Hey, don't think we enjoy this. We much prefer when things go naturally. But Schutz said, one specimen, one sample, and you don't say no to Schutz. Schutz? Who's this Schutz? Who do you think? He's the very kind gentleman who provides rooms for the ladies and other gentlemen who have everything necessary. Close your head now. I can see the clinic. George, we work in the same place. I know where the damn clinic is. There's no need to announce it. Oh, you're always complaining. As soon as you get the chance. I was just trying to liven up the mood a bit. We're doing a kidnapping, not taking them to summer camp. I don't think that's a good enough reason. You see, when I was a kid... Shut up now, we're here. Oh boy, what was that? We got her flat. I think the fellows behind us are looking for troubles. Wait, he's got a grenade. Turn, Marcel, turn. Ah, don't turn that way. Don't turn that way. Well now, what a mess. Andy and Mike don't do things by halves. But here we are, out of the woods. My gut was right to trust them. Yeah, well done, Andy. My captors sure had a pretty car. I wonder if it was stolen. I hope not. That way I could keep it for myself to replace my piece of junk. That guard had a bar of chocolate. Hey presto, into the pocket of yours truly it goes. We haven't looked at the log for a while. What a mess. I'd really like to know how he ended up here. Mary Jackson, she mustn't... Oh no, hang on. He must be one of Schutz's lackeys. Mary Jackson, a young woman who wants to be an actress and who lives at Silver Lake. Actually... She seems pretty happy for someone to kidnap her. This beauty never gets cold feet. Mike Bakunsky, he's Andy Sigmund's nephew. He loves grenades and his dog. Who knew? He came as backup in front of Mary Jackson's building. He's not chatty and he's strong as a horse. She's Wolf Petrosian's lover. I forgot that part. This woman's charisma is unsettling. Where's Andy? He's a guy I can count on. Okay, and what's in our inventory? Just the chocolate. Oh. That was weird. I found a chocolate bar. Something to pick me up if things get rough. Okay. I've seen better places for having a good time. Oh really? You don't like passed out people? The smell of gunpowder and all kinds of rubble. No, I like that just fine. It reminds me of nights out on the East Coast. But it needs music. What a drag. You know, you're a little scary, Mary. Gary's awake. Oh, wow. Have I been asleep long? Apart from a superb explosion, you didn't miss much. Glad to see you back on your feet anyway. Don't speak too soon. I'm standing up, but that's about it. I think I might take it a little easy after the hammering we've taken. I'll console myself with seeing that you're in better shape than I am. And Mary looks just as bored at the start. As at the start, I'll take that as a good sign. Okay. Well done, Andy. Can't talk to them, or we can talk to him. The explosion we heard, was that your work? Grenades. There's nothing better. Got a problem? One grenade. And there you go. Problem solved in one surgical strike. Solved, or several more problems caused, I don't know. Okay, what do we do? Andy, will there ever be a moment when I'm not glad to see you? We agreed that we'd follow you, right? We just stuck to the plan. Right, we didn't completely follow your scuffle in the restaurant at the time. When they brought you out like sacks of potatoes, we figured something smelled off. But getting the car here and forcing an entry, that was a piece of cake. You'll be glad to hear we also picked up your dame in the spectacles. Cora? I figured she'd escaped into town. That was probably her plan, but Nunu collared her as she was leaving the restaurant. Good dog. The best. Anyway, we've put the lady in the trunk if you want to chit-chat. Oh, shooting the breeze with Cora's brought me nothing but trouble, so I'll pass, thanks. Shouldn't hang around here too long. The guys here must have been warned of our arrival, and if we wait around, we're going to have them all on our backs. But now we've found the gentleman's hideout. We can't leave without finding out what's going on. You'll go without me. I'm way too busted up to keep going. Let's split up. I'll take Gary and the young lady back to town. After a detour to drop off your dame in spectacles and those two guys at the precinct. The precinct? Swell. I adore guys in uniform. By the way, Rock, Gary, I think it's time I confessed something. Frank say, FBI agent? So you're not a taxi driver? No, and Mike's not my nephew, but his name's still Mike. He has a hard time with aliases. At least now I understand why you were so relaxed about the grenades. Oh, that Mike's got his quirks. We have to put up with it because he's an excellent agent, but it's not exactly smiled on in high places. Grenades are life. I guess you suspected it, kid, but I didn't pick you up by chance. We've been investigating this place for days. What exactly do you know about this place? Not enough. Our orders were to investigate the activities of Marcus Schutz, doctor and mathematician. Schutz, that's the name those two boobs in lab coats mentioned in the car. We know this is his facility, but we don't know what he's doing. We're here to find that out. He's the brains behind all your troubles, kid. The top of the pyramid, but the bottom of the iceberg too. When I get my hands on that iceberg or whatever, I'm going to smash him into so many pieces he'll be good for nothing but cooling my martini. One step at a time, Rock. Are you ready to explore the facility with Mike and Nunu? Woof. Let's go. Anything that gets me closer to that nut. Schutz. Schutz? How did I pronounce it last time? Schutz. 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 I'll leave it to you young fellas then. Be careful in there. Sneak into the facility. If we don't get caught, everything will be okay. Can we talk to anyone else then? Why go through the door when you can make your own entrance? The nerve of these guys is impressive. Well, you can have nerve when you don't have any consequences. Andy's taxi looks intact. Is there a tank hidden under the bodywork? Let me out of here, you bunch of jerks. There's definitely a Cora hidden in the trunk anyway. What's that? Oh, here's something useful. I'm not surprised Andy's equipped with pepper spray. Always well prepared. Oh, well, I'm glad I double checked. Got something extra. You're a little scary, Mary. Looks the same as before. Nothing further. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how long it's going to take to search the facility, so I may leave it there for this video, and then when we start next time, we'll have to sneak inside, see what's happening. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not sure where this is going to go, but we'll find out soon enough. Please join me next time, and yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye and